to college and have an opportunity not only to go to college but also to play sports. We are always very excited about that. And today we're here with Jaheem Prioleau, and he is going to Dordt College in Iowa on a football scholarship. And so we are very excited about that. So congratulations, Jaheem. Congratulations, Mom.
Thank you.
And Amare and Ashari. All right.
Yes.
All right. Very well. Congratulations to you guys too. So
Thank
wish
you.
your dad could be here, but like I said, I think you'll be able to see this on their website. They do a good job of getting that stuff out there. So so we'll ask. I'm sure Danny has some questions. You guys have some questions for him? Okay. Well, yeah, we probably should do that. That's probably a good idea. So, all right. So we'll just have you come on here. Just pull that back, and then you'll just sign and date right there. Another one too. Do I need to fill? No, don't fill. You can fill it out later. That's fine. So I know Danny has some questions for you. So.
Jaheem, I guess just talk about this past year. I know you dealt with some injuries during your senior year and everything. I guess now that you're sitting here, signing these papers, what does this moment mean for you, given that last year you had?
This moment means a lot to me, honestly. I battled a lot, especially coming here. I didn't know what to expect coming here my senior year, but they welcomed me, the team welcomed me. I learned a lot from Coach Devon as a coach, and I've learned a lot from off the field as well. And it matured me a lot. And this whole recruiting process has taught me a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean the aspect of hard work. Hard work does pay off. I mean, it's about the effort you put in.
What are some things you learned from Coach Devon concerning you just, were fresh, were like really fresh here, new here? I mean, how did you just ease your transition?
Coach Devon brought me into this whole offense, this whole defense, this team as a mentor. He looked on to me and he got on to me. He was like a father figure to me, and I trusted him. He taught me a lot in the aspect of school academics. He taught me to work for what you want, because everything will never be given to you unless you work for it. And that's what I learned from Coach Devon as a person and as a man.
What does it mean to have your mom and your two little sisters here at this moment?
It means a lot, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here right now. The support they've given to me throughout all the actions I made means a lot. Mom stuck by my side for a long time. And when I say that, I mean I made a lot of dumb decisions in my past. She stuck with it through it all. And I love her for that.
Can you give me an example of something that's like, G-rated,
G-rated, I mean, just not working to my best of my abilities when she knows I can do that. And she stuck with me through it all. She knew, she believed in me, and that's why I'm here signing these papers.
Where did the family live before you all moved up here?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Where did the family live before you all moved up?
Oh, we lived in Clovis, New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about your support system. I guess how big was that in the decision you made to go to Dordt? How did that process work out for you?
My support system was great. I sat down and had a lot of talks with my mom about this decision, a lot of talks with my dad about this decision. They told me to further my academics, because academics will take you further than any sport will. And I learned that a lot from them. And this decision greatly affected, and I like it a lot.
Talk about the recruiting process. You mentioned you learned a lot from the recruiting process. I mean, how many schools expressed interest in you, and who were some of those other schools?
Quite a few schools expressed interest, but through it all, I mean, you can't really rely on who's interested and who's not. You just have to play, and you have to work and let your effort show out on the field and off the field what it really means to be an athlete, a student athlete, because colleges can look at you all they want, but if the academics aren't there, it doesn't matter.
you don't mind me asking, what's your GPA?
My GPA is a 3.32.
That's very, very, very impressive.
Why Dort? Why did they stand out to you?
The atmosphere down at Dort, Coach Youngblood, he's a good man, honestly, and just the atmosphere that they have a very family type environment. It's a Christian environment, and I need that, especially going off to college. That means a lot to me, just the family atmosphere. I need a good support system, and Dort provides that.
Now, what role are they looking at you playing? Because you were running back in this system here on offense, and I looked at their roster, and they had, like, last year they had 7 running backs, 3 seniors. I looked at the roster again this year so far, they've got 8 running backs and 3 seniors again. So what kind of role are they looking at you playing down there?
They recruited me as a cornerback. They recruited me as a kick return specialist as well. So
Will that be a difficult transition for you since you've been running back so much?
it won't be a difficult transition because I do a lot of my training based as a defensive back, a cornerback. I focus a lot on defense because I feel like that's my better suit. So I don't think it'll be a difficult transition at all.
Have you had a chance to visit the campus and visit with the coaches?
No, I have not.
Okay. What have the coaches told you about, especially the defensive backs coaches told you about playing quarterback in their system? I mean, getting used to the speed of the college game, the physicality of the college game, so to speak.
Well, I sent out a lot of my training videos to colleges. So they've seen my 40 time, they've seen my speed aspect of things. They've seen my hips, and they said that needs an area of work. But the thing is, that system was ran back in New Mexico that I ran. They run a cover 2, cover 3 based system, and it's not a nickel defense, so I fit into a 4-3 defense very well. The coach, Coach Youngblood, he coached down in New Mexico, and he knows my coach personally from Clovis, and he knows that defense very well, and says I'll fit in very well.
Tell me more about the hips. I mean, what did they need that you
Wasn't loose enough in the hips this season. Not at all. I mean, opening up with the pass, receivers, wasn't loose enough. I can be faster with the reaction, so that's what I need to work on.
What's your 40 time?
40 time, most recent 40 I ran was a 4.4 flat, so
Okay.
John, you mentioned the academics. What do you plan to study at Dort?
biochemistry.
Wow.
Now, I looked at their record. They were 2-9 last year, 0-9 in conference. How do you think you can help a program like that to improve its fortune, so to speak?
Well, my biggest asset, I feel, is my leadership skills. I'm there to work. So if they're there to push me, I'm there to work. And any form of competition to make us better as a team, I'm down with that. And I respect it because I know each and every one of them are there to work. So
Along the same line of question, how does coming from a program like this, which is a winning program traditionally,
To that type of
help
program.
you adjust to a program like that? I mean,
it's going to help me adjust a lot because first, knowing how to win, you have to know how to lose. And with that being said, I know what it feels like to lose, and I don't want to experience that. And you have to just put in the extra effort.
how tall are you and how much you weigh now?
6 foot 180,
Okay. And you're 17 or 18?
17.
Okay. And was Dort your first choice? I mean, was that the first school you looked at, or did you look at some other schools?
Coming into the season, Dort wasn't my first choice. My first choice was Drake University, and that didn't work out as I planned, but Dort was a close second.
Okay.
What was third?
Third, University of South Alabama.
So a couple of Division II programs there in Drake.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well,
I would say, I guess maybe last, Mom, how do you feel about this day? About seeing you?
Awesome. It's great.
I guess how extensive were the talks that you guys had throughout the year making this decision?
Well, they were very expensive, but I always told him, it's his decision. I don't want to push him. I don't want to force him. So whatever's his choice, I will support him. But we've had some long, long nights discussing, and I think he did really good with the decision.
Was the phone ringing off the hook from school? Were you
Yes.
guys getting letters and emails?
Yes, lots of letters, several phone calls, yeah, it was.
Were they calling like at 4 in the morning or?
No, actually, no, it was during the school times for him.
Okay.
You know, they were confused about the times, wanting to talk to him, but he would be in school, so,
Okay. Were these schools for like the Eastern time zones, the Central time zones?
yeah, yeah.
When did you guys move up here? Was that your junior year?
Right before my senior started,
Yeah,
around June.
July.
June,
was the-
July.
Yeah,
July.
beginning of July.
I'm good. All right. Thank you very much.
Guys, congrats, man.
Thank
I just
you.
need to get correct spellings of everyone else's names.
Okay.
Prioleau?
Yes, sir. Prioleau.
All right. Well, I guess it was amazing to see Jaheem, you know. sign it.
It's always good to see a kid use the vessel of football to get on to get his college education, and I think he's going to do well both academically and athletically.
I guess what does it say about your program that that you turn out guys that can play post high school?
I don't know if it says as much about the program as it does about the guys in the program. They come here, they work hard. Jaheem came in as late to us as a senior, and kind of could tell he had the right stuff, and he just stepped into a leadership role. He stepped in, and just as much as the team took him in, he took us in. So, we've got really good kids out here.
And I guess what has he meant to the team this year, given he came in for a year, and you guys were looking to continue to win.
I think we had that quiet leadership in Tony. But Jaheem was the vocal leader, and we needed that. And I think even, other players on the team, even Tony, needed to see that mature vocal leadership that Jaheem brought. And it sucked him right in, and everybody rallied around him, and it was a benefit for us just as much as I think we were a benefit to him. So.
I guess last question, I know you're being recruited to play defense, and he played on both sides of the ball this year, especially in the backfield. I guess, how do you see him transitioning in a sense of doing what he needs to do? Because it seems like, he did what this team needed.
Yeah, I think, he's very adaptable. I think, D-back is probably his, natural position. High school, you play the kids where you need them. And, with him being as aggressive as he was and defensive-minded as well, we played him at that strong safety linebacker for us. So, but I think he'll transition well. So.
Thanks, Coach.
Talk about his leadership.